for gossip and entertainment only. Let's get started.
Hi everyone, I'm on my back patio in nature. So we're gonna talk about rapper GloRilla. So her home was burglarized, and during the burglary, I'm guessing when the cops showed up, they found illegal substances. So I'll just say illegal substance. They found the DRUGS, but I'll just say illegal substance. So we're gonna read this article, and this is Forsyth County, Georgia. Let me know how it's pronounced. It says rapper GloRilla, whose real name is Gloria Hallelujah. Wow, did not know that. Woods, so her name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods, is facing charges after a burglary occurred at her Metro Atlanta home. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office confirmed to Channel 2 Action News that deputies were called to a home owned by Woods at 1:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. Investigators say 3 suspects went into the home when Woods wasn't there and were stealing things when someone inside the home fired at them. The burglars ran off, and investigators don't believe they were injured. Oh, okay. So she wasn't home, but someone was definitely there. To continue to read, it says, while investigating the burglary, some of the deputies smelled DRUGS and found a significant amount of marijuana in the master bedroom closet. Woods was then charged with possession of marijuana and possession of a controlled substance. She turned herself in to the Forsyth County Jail on Tuesday and was released shortly after on a $22,260 bond. The homeowner is a victim of a serious crime, and we're committed to bring the suspects to justice, said Sheriff Ron Freeman. At the same time, we must continue to uphold and enforce the law in all aspects of this case. And they're saying this isn't the first run-in the rapper has had with the law in Georgia. So yes, so well, right now it sounds like she wasn't home because it's her home and they found it in her closet, then they assume it was her. And it said she turned herself in because maybe they left a message with whomever was there or something saying that we came into your home, we found illegal drugs, and you better come in or something, right? Because they're saying that the burglars left when someone, it says, and were stealing things when someone inside the home fired at them. So right now the report is not saying who in the house fired at them, but then again, she wasn't home, right? Let me go back and just make sure. So the house was owned by her. While investigating some smell, Woods was then charged. So she wasn't there because they smelt it, and then they said she turned herself in. So basically what happened was her home was being robbed. I'm not quite sure who was in her home. Maybe, family, friends. They saw what was going on. I would think they fired off around a shot just to let the people know that someone is there. And the cops came, searched the place just to confirm or just to get evidence to show that a robbery did take place. And during that process, they found the illegal drugs and marijuana. And I'm guessing they left a note, not left a note, come on now. Probably she was contacted that, look, you need to come in. We found these in your closets. We're assuming it's yours. You are the homeowner of this house. So, you're going to come in. Because they said that she turned herself in on Tuesday and was released shortly after, her bond, which was $22,260. Now, I usually say in situations like this, you are given the life, the opportunity to get out of whatever environment you grew up in where you saw this kind of living. But again, for some or most, you can take them out of the environment, but they're still going to have, that what's the word? They're still going to live as if they were still in that environment. Now, I don't know her history to know how she grew up or what's going on. These are all assumption, and it's sad because they're rappers and they sing these nasty music with nasty lyrics. You just assume, which is not good. You shouldn't have. But also for her to see that this was not her first run-in with the law. I think the one before this, she was driving under the influence, and they got her that way. And one of the things she said was, if you know who I am. I mean, every time a celebrity does that, when it's shown that they did it, it just irks me to show how big-headed they are to think that everyone should know who they are. And for her, when she did it, I can't remember if she was in Georgia, and I don't know if the rappers who are from certain state, like, everybody needs to know who they are. But yeah, it makes you laugh when, they play that card, like, don't you know who I am? No, not everyone's going to know who you are. Not every black person will know who you are. Not every African American will know who you are. But anyways, she's out on bail. And this happened on Saturday, and we're just getting the news now. So, I'm sure she'll take care of it. Hopefully we won't hear of another run-in, but something tells me we will. We will. But anyways, she turned herself in. She knew it was coming. It's better than them placing a warrant out for her arrest and all that stuff. So, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this story? Are you surprised? What are your thoughts on people who are given the opportunity to live a better life, but because of what they know, what they grew up in, it's just like, they just can't shake it. And like I said, I don't know her history of growing up, but let's say she grew up in a, nice community, middle class, none of this. Why did she go to that side then, if you get what I'm saying? So, gossipers, your thoughts, and as always, please like, share, subscribe. Again, these are my opinions. I read an article and I give my opinion. Thank you.